Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see two running backs who took big steps forward in their sophomore campaigns a year ago. Jay Ajayi and Melvin Gordon.
Okay, Larry, we are a little less than 20 miles from downtown Los Angeles at the StubHub Center in Carson. The scene a moment ago, unlike any other in the NFL for a lot of years. The crowd here in Carson might be half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but they are twice as loud as their Chargers get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeremiah Tauchu. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. They run again with Ajayi. And some room to work. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline. And he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened.
It's caught at the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room if you have to run the punter.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd down following the run. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will score. Touchdown, Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Corey Grant now to return. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. In motion comes the tight end left. On first down, it's Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Tannehill now to give to Ajayi. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Chargers getting set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. An update now from Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And some options here for the offense on second and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Fresh set of downs here. The first down throw here for Rivers. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll let it try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Third and long, it's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down, Rivers. Now he's flushed out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. William Hayes in there to get him for a loss of 5. Allen, the man in motion right. Now a second down throw for Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On third down, Rivers. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. Breaks a tackle. And some room to maneuver. Jay Ajayi's going to go. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay Ajayi, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing, Rivers going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. Caught left side, Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Rivers now to throw on first down. Gates has it over the middle. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver, and it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Following the field goal on is the punter, Drew Kaiser, to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They run with Ajayi. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Ndamukong Suh with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Now Rivers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They're in the second quarter now in Oakland. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And they're in the second quarter now in Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's second down. Throwing again, Rivers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On third down, Rivers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. Good footwork at the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Dolphin football. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Ajayi. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
This is Ajayi. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. From the gun, Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
If the Chargers could get a full season out of Keenan Allen, look out, AFC West.
How much does that change for them?
Changes everything because he's a true #1 receiver. He eats up catches, and his ability to make plays downfield is just tremendous.
Space to run past the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. And he knocks it through. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Tannehill. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And an alley to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. The 20. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for L.A. 86 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now, out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Play action. It's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, down.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. It's caught, Stills, right side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now Gordon on first down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and goal. Rivers now. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be... And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Corey Legion in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get-off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. He's going to fire one. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence against Timmons. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Throwing Rivers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
In motion is the tight end Gates. Second down, Rivers. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, Rivers. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Shift together here from the D-line. And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. So now here come the Dolphins. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. It's complete. Stills. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
They are, by the way, into the fourth quarter now in Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. Fresh off the pick-6, it's Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
And incomplete here on third down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing here, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Deep. Hey. Got three down.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Tannehill flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 53 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Williams, the man in motion left. Rivers here to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They are, by the way, into the 4th quarter now in Oakland. The Raiders there have opened a 2-touchdown advantage. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Well, a little drama there at the end.